With the end of the exemption permit system in June, many Zimbabweans returned to Zimbabwe in South Africa. The Zimbabwe government said he had given measures to help them. However, many say they are struggling to meet the ends and especially to pay school fees. The Zimbabwe government said that Zimbabweans have given a series of measures to help him return from South Africa. However, many of them say they are fighting to meet the ends. In June, he decided to return to many Zimbabweans Zimbabwe in South Africa, which was faced with the end of the immigration documents. In 1021, South African government decided not renew its permission to exemption and gave grace owner of 180,000 ZEP in year, which ended on December 31, 2022. He then gave an extension until June 30, 2023. The Union and Courtesy Foundation of Zimbabwe Educators says that returning Zimbabweans are fighting to pay school fees. Totamirepi Tirabavi, Deputy Director Family and Social Protection for Refugees at Ministry of Public Service Workmanship and Social Welfare, said the government is ready to take returning citizens. Zimbabwe exemption permit is likely be affected by renewal. My Zimbabweans, I would like give advice, make sure you have given some precautions, ensure that you are not dangerous for scanning any infectious diseases. Health for regulation, birth certificates, identities. Social development and education will be interested in minors or elderly people will evaluate. Children education can help pay as much as possible government learning fees. Authorized, including villages, including the ministry personnel will offer help to those who return, he said. When asked how many people were helped and what the budget was for help, he said there was no number of Tirabavi. Returning Zimbabweans said he should check people on website of ministry or call ministry on +263 242 703 7114. However, Zimbabwe Educators Jack Mutsvaro, president of the Western Cape Association, said the government's statements were only discourse. So far, we have not encountered any return from the Zimbabwe government to get help. Zimbabweans' return is fighting to re-establish themselves in the country, he said. Kiboa, founder Courtesy Foundation, said last December that foundation was sent back to southern state Zimbabwe, Matabaland. Most of those who returned cannot pay school fees. Most of these people need a support system from the government, especially in relation to school fees. Clara Piri, her husband, came to South Africa 2008 and have received various Zimbabwe special permissions since 2009. Piri's husband was working at a hotel in Cape Town. 2020. During COVID pandemia, they both lost their jobs. After permission extend the exemption of Zimbabwe, they decided to return Zimbabwe in November. Piri is struggling to pay for the 4th grade child at a school in Marondera, 100 kilometers east of Harare. Oram, I'm begging to help me start a project that can help me increase school fees with anyone in Zimbabwe, Piri said. Chido Gumbo from Nanga outside Rusape has been struggling to pay school fees for 2 children. One in early childhood development and the other in the 6th grade. He had lost his job as a worker. He has no job in Zimbabwe. Gambo's husband is also at Zimbabwe and also unemployed. He had make arrangements with the school officials to allow children attend the classes while searching for track works. Like Heiser, he did not get any help from the government. The children do not buy food at school. Gambo began to grow corn using the Timba Yugyut agricultural method in a small land next to her house. They're carrying corn coaches cooked at lunch this season, Gumbo said.